For those of you who don't know me, my name is Emmanuel Cruz. I've been doing this business with my partners over here, business partners, and tonight is going to be a special night. Everybody say with me, special.
Special.
Awesome. Tonight is going to be a special night because it deals with two important things. It deals with freedom. Everybody say freedom.
Freedom.
And purpose. All right, freedom and purpose. The people that you're going to see here tonight are everything, are all about helping people get financial freedom, not only financial freedom, but find purpose in their lives so that they can help other people. All right, most people that are listening to this type of project and this type of business are being successful, and they're being thankful because somebody talked to them. So can I see the guests real quick? If this is your first time over here, can I see your hand? How do we say welcome to them, guys? Let's give them a round of applause. Welcome to, thank you for being here. All right. And please, whenever you see the person who invited you, whether you join us or not, I encourage you to say thank you for thinking of me. Because it is an amazing life project. It's an amazing project that is changing people's lives, and if you could join us, that would be amazing. But I don't want to talk too much, all right? I want to bring somebody up that since the moment I met this woman, where are the women here tonight? Are the ladies? That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna have a lot of things going on tonight. But the next person that is gonna come up here, I admire this woman. I admire her for many, many reasons. Because a lot of people could say, I can't do this because of this. Or I can't do or achieve this because this problem or this situation in my life. And she's going to tell a little bit about her story, and I don't want to take that away. But this is a woman that has fought for her children. This is a woman that has fought for everything she owes today. And because she understood that it's not how many people are going to help me, it's who's going to stand against me, she has achieved the goals that she has set for her life. So tonight, without further ado, I would like to introduce our presidential diamond, Millie Penatello.
Play that game and they won, right? They won, right, Barb? Or maybe cheerleading, right? What we want you to do is for 30 seconds, just 30 seconds, that's all we're gonna do, is I want you to cheer at the top of your lungs, like if you won the NFL, or if your kid won that championship game, or that basketball game that you so wanted to win, won, right? And won the person, maybe you put a bet, I don't know, some of you gamblers out there, maybe you put a bet and you won that bet, right? So for 30 seconds, when I count 3, you scream at the top of the lungs, and maybe you hug the person next to you because you won that game that you so desired to win, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Because let me tell you, this is the first time I've ever done anything in this short amount of time. So without further ado, let me get started to what I came here, right? My name is Millie Penatello. I'm an independent distributor for 4Life Research. And I came here 15 years ago as a nurse by trade. I went into telecommunications because I wanted something that I could work during the days because, you know, in the medical field, those that have ever been in the medical field know that you work many shifts, 7 to 3, 3 to 11, 11 to 7, and I didn't have anybody I could trust with my kids after 6 o'clock. I'm out of breath for jumping up and down. So then I went into telecommunications, and a friend of mine told me, Millie, I had already worked in this company for 10 years, and he said, we need to look for a plan B. I said, why? There's people here who work 40 years, 45 years, a lady on the 7th floor. He's like, they're taking away our private pension plan. Telecommunication is 1% of the companies out there where you can have a private pension plan and you don't have to solely depend on Social Security. So when they were taking that away, guess what? That's the only reason people would sit in a chair for 40 years, right? So there's a reason to leave, right? But my friend, he was a financial advisor, he says, Millie, if they're taking that away, there must be other things coming up the chain that we know nothing about. And he showed me this opportunity. Now let me tell you, I didn't understand anything they showed me, so if you, after you're listening to this information, you don't understand anything, just get with the person that invited you and ask them to show you exactly how to get started, because it is a way to change your life totally, okay? So I went and I listened to my friend. Why? Because I didn't know if my finances were secure for the next 10 years. I didn't know what I was gonna do from paycheck to paycheck. When they told us, one day I started this, 9 months later, they came up to us, they took us all up to the 7th floor, and they told us that in 2 months we were gonna all be without a job, 300 of us. Now, right now, I want to ask you, if they were to tell you right now that in 2 months you would be without a job, do you know what you're going to do next? Do you have finances for 6 months, 2 years? Do you have the ability to be able to look for something else? Because there were people there that had been there since they were 18 and they were in their 50s. And it's hard to get a job. The older you are, the harder it is. There's a lot of racism when it comes to that, right? They prefer to hire a younger person versus an older person. So you're on, this list to be able to get a job, and how long can you last without any finances secure? So what we're gonna talk about today is the way you make money has changed. Look around you. Those of you who don't like technology, there's a couple people out there, right, that don't wanna go with the times as they change. They don't wanna go with technology, but guess what? Soon enough, if you don't go with technology, guess what? You're gonna be hungry because you gotta go to a little computer to order your food. You gotta go to a little computer to find out how your bank statement is. You gotta go to another computer to order something for your house, because you're not gonna be able to do it any other way. And you're not gonna be able to have that face-to-face and just buy anything anywhere. So what we're gonna show you today is what a lot of people are doing right now, right? Right now, I want you to think. When they asked me this question, I couldn't answer it. Why? Because I had been living the rat race. I had 4 kids, I was a single mom, and I was, every time I turned around, there was a field trip or something I had to pay for, or I had to, Christmas came, summer came, you're broke. When in summertime, you're a single mom, you're broke, right? They want to go to the pool, they want to go to Universal, Disney, all these different places, right? And then what happens right after summer? School starts, right? And if it's 4 of them, how much am I spending for them to go back to school? So when they asked me this, I couldn't think of an answer. But I wish that somebody here could be brave enough to say, if they had all the time and all the money in the world and they were completely healthy, what is something you would like to do or have that you haven't been able to until today? Where's the visitors at? Where are the visitors? Just one person that could say one thing. Let's give her a round of applause here. One thing that you would like to have or do. Vacation where? Jamaica. Okay, do you want a suitcase or not? You want to buy all your clothes in Jamaica, or you want to take a suitcase out there? You're going to take a suitcase, so you're going to bring back 2 suitcases, because you have all the money in the world, right? And all the time in the world. Who else? How about you? In the red shirt. Something that you would like to do or have that you don't up to right now.
Pretty much the same thing,
vacation. Vacation? Where would you like to vacation? Greece. Nice. Expensive. Nice. It's about $3,000 to go to Greece, right? And a good vacation, right? How about over here? Bruno. Something that you would like to have or do that you haven't been able to until, because you don't have either the finances or you don't have the time.
I would have the most expensive car in the world.
The most expensive car in the world. You want to say that name? Because the first time I met with him, he told me the name of the car and I couldn't repeat it. What's the name of the car?
Koenigsegg.
Imagine that. I can't repeat it for the life of me. It's like a $4 million car, okay? The guy could dream over there, right? He could definitely dream. How about you, Shannon? Something that you would like to have or do that you haven't been able to till today?
Definitely just travel anywhere.
Nobody wants to be debt-free or own a house debt-free. Nobody? Are you guys serious right now? You guys came up to the parking lot in your dream car? What's wrong with you guys? Everybody wants to be debt-free, cut up all the credit cards and not have to worry about it, right? Where you want a vacation?
Anywhere.
Anywhere,
Yeah.
but choose one place, Shannon.
I just want to see like all of the United States.
You want to, in an RV?
Yeah. Really luxurious.
Pure luxury RV. There you go. There you go. So a lot of us have dreams, have lifestyles we would like to live, have things that we would like to learn to do, but we haven't had the time or the resources to be able to do that. Maybe you like crafts and you haven't been able to learn to do crafts, or maybe you would like to go on more activities with your kids, but you haven't been able to because you don't have the finances. Well, what we're going to talk to you today is something that gives you that opportunity. Now, this is a statistic that I take very close to heart. Just imagine that you work for 40 years. Remember I told you guys I worked in a place that the person that was working there the most worked 45 years? Imagine working somewhere for 40 years and you die, you don't do nothing, you don't reach the age of 65, 36% don't make it, they don't receive their Social Security. And 54% live either with their kids or they depend from the government or something like that, right? They live below poverty level. And then 5% you see out in Walmart, you see them in the toll booths, you see them in different places crossing your kids, but they live below poverty level. Only 5% of people out there can actually have financial freedom or be rich. But you know what? People are scared to death to be able to say that. 4% of them are financially independent and 1% is rich. But guess what? None of them work for anybody. They are entrepreneurs, they're big business owners, so they don't have to worry about who's going to control their life and how they're going to control their life. Which part do you want to be part of? I don't know about you guys, I want to be part of the upper. Especially, I don't want to be part of the dying part, right? At 65, I want to last at least 100 years. And then the opportunity of the 21st century, this is what we're used to, right? Traditional marketing, you get a product from the factory and it goes through all the channels of distribution and we pay 100%. A bottle of water costs what, 5 to 7 cents to make? But when you go to the gas station, when you go to, I don't know, Panera, you pay what, $2? $1.89, $1.59, $2.59, depending where you go. If you go to Disney, forget it. You feel like you're being robbed legally, right? $4 to $6 for a bottle of water. You even feel like the thirst went away, right, Barb? You're like, I'm not thirsty anymore. They're robbing me, right? So then network marketing is different. They've been around 65 to 70 years. They take a product from the factory directly to the consumer. We avoid all the middlemen. Why do you want to get all the middlemen? A yacht, a $1 million home, all these different things that we pay for, right? Because I always talk about this in the channels of distribution. The bag of Doritos that costs $2.39 or $3, when NFL is about to come out, they have bags that come out with a little NFL sign on it, right? And how much do you pay for that bag? $4.59, like $1 more, $4.59, $4.89. Why? Because you're paying for that $3 million commercial that's going to last 15 seconds, and you're paying for it. So that's how the channels of distribution works. That's how we do it. Now, network marketing has different benefits. When I was looking for an opportunity, I had no idea. I had never heard about network marketing in my life, but I did want what some people had. I wanted flexibility. I wanted to work from home. I wanted to have time for my kids. I wanted to be able to earn a lot of money. I wanted to be able to travel. I wanted all these different things that who has that benefit? People who work in network marketing. But I didn't know that network marketing existed because no one had ever talked to me about it. How come you guys didn't talk to me about it 15 years ago, right? No, I'm just kidding. So we're used to linear income. You exchange dollars for time. That's how you do it, right? 30, 40, 50 years, depending what age you start working. You work 8 to 12 hours. If you have your own business, maybe 16. And then your time is limited. They choose how much they pay you, they choose how much you're worth, and they're gonna tell you when you can take vacation. Maybe your sister's wedding is coming around, right? And you need July 15, and you request, and you know what, that day's taken. But it's my sister's wedding. They're like, sorry, that day's taken. Now what are you gonna do? You're gonna call in sick. They already know you asked for that day for your sister's wedding. But they don't care because you're a number. people. And residual income is totally different. Who makes residual income? You got authors that make residual income. And one of my favorite authors is Danielle Steele. She's been around forever, right? She has over 100 books. You have banks make residual income, but guess what? Banks make residual income and they don't even have the money. They use your money to get residual income. Go figure, right? And then you have the music industry, but they are struggling right now, right? Because all of us go on what? We go on podcasts, YouTube, all these different things, and now they have to do concerts. But back in the day, every time you sold a CD that someone bought, you get what? A little bit of a lot. Michael Jackson, right? Nobody wants to download the song. They want the original CD because maybe in 10 years it's going to be worth a lot of money. So I want to buy the CD. And then what happened? They paid off all the debt he had. In what? In nothing. He was about to go in foreclosure for a lot of stuff. But he died and he was worth more dead because we didn't appreciate his music enough to buy his CDs. We were taking it off of YouTube, we were taking it off of different places, and he was struggling financially. So in the next people that make residual income is network marketers. We don't have to create an excuse for this. We make 21% of millionaires in the world. 21%. So how do you do this? Professionally, you work at 2 to 5 years. Can you employ yourself? Can you employ yourself? Think about that for a second. You need to learn to employ yourself and do this professionally so that in 2 to 5 years, you can have financial freedom. You work it flexible. Whatever you're doing right now, whatever job you have, you can do this in addition of. Maybe you work in a supermarket. Maybe you work in an office. Maybe you have a few hours in the afternoon, or maybe you have a few hours in the morning. It doesn't matter. You can work it however you want. It's working, what do we call it, Ray? Working the nooks? The nooks and crannies. You work the nooks and crannies. When you're driving to work, when you're coming home from work, make calls in the car. You can do that because this business gives you that flexibility. So your income is unlimited. How much do you want to make? That's how much you need to sacrifice and work for. I'm not going to tell you how much you are worth. You're going to put a price on your worth. And you can make however much you want to make. But a lot of people struggle with auto-employing themselves, right? You control your life. Can you imagine for a second that you could be able to wake up in the morning, have breakfast with your spouse, then decide, you know what? Friday, we're gonna go to Hawaii, we'll spend the weekend there, maybe we'll come back Tuesday, but you didn't plan it. You just spontaneously said, let's just go take a trip, and you don't have to worry about it. Why? Because you don't have a boss, you don't have to call in sick, you don't have to go tell anybody. You have control of your life. And that's what this is all about. Now, what are the experts saying? All the experts out there, all of them, they're all looking at this industry right now. We are the major target of different people out there looking at us to see what in the world are we doing. Because no one out there can have the lifestyle that we have. No one, no other industry out there. Because if you're an author, yeah, you have flexibility, but you have to write for a long time, right? And how long does it take you to have the creativity to create a book so that that book could come out? And then you have to come out in the bestseller so you can make good amount of money on that and all these things, right? Well, here, even the person that doesn't really know how to write or read or doesn't know how to talk in front of people, even that person that doesn't have a college degree or that person that's in high school can do this business. So can you help somebody? Are you the solution for many people out there in our society? Absolutely, absolutely. So we have a lot of experts out there. Paul St. Pilser is one of my favorite, right? He was an advisor for 2 of our presidents. He predicted that we were all going to have cell phones. Look at everybody with their cell phones. He predicted that people were going to have microwaves in their homes. Some houses have 2. I don't know why you need 2 microwaves in your homes, but some people do have 2 microwaves, right? Because 30 seconds is just too long to wait, right? So then, $184 billion industry. We're bigger than the NFL, and NFL makes some big bucks, right? So are we a legit business? Absolutely. Are we solid financially? Absolutely. And I'm gonna talk to you right now about our company, For Life Research. They're based out of Sandy, Utah. The founders are David and Bianca Lisenby, and they found a patent that was frozen, that no one had touched, no one had seen since 1949. And when they saw that patent, they knew that there was something there. So they built this business based on 3 pillars: science, success, and service, okay? So ask the person that invited you today. They have a lot of accolades. I could stay here all night talking about the accolades that 4Life Research has, but we don't have that type of time right now, right? But go on the internet transparency. Go on the Better Business Bureau. Check us out. We're A+ business rated. You can't get much better than being on Inc. 500, ranked number 15, fastest growing company in America, right? We have over 90 products. And let me tell you that they really busted their butt in bringing the best. I mean, they spent millions of dollars into a laboratory so they could bring it to pharmaceutical grade. They make sure that every single product that you have is exactly what the label says. You know, we're pioneers in immune health, we're pioneers in anti-aging, and we're pioneers in transformation. We have one of the best proteins out there, hydroslate protein. We have transfer factor, which is our pioneer product. And it's not an herb, it's not a mineral, it's not a vitamin, it's a molecule that gives intelligence to your immune system to do what God created it to do. So that is something that you really need to look it up. Go online, go wherever you need to go so that you can look up the information on this product. I mean, there's no one out there like us. We have patents that protect your business 30, 40, 50 years down the road. We're in the Physician's Desk Reference. We have over 20 products. For you to be in the Physician's Desk Reference, you have to have at least 3,500 case studies because the product has to do what it says. And it's in there. We have over 20 products in the Physician's Desk Reference. Look up the products so that you can see. So everybody, I imagine, does anybody want to make money that's here? No? Nobody wants to make money? Yeah? Yeah, somebody wants to go with the money, oh my God. There's about 11 ways to be able to make money with this company. They thought of everything, the beginner to the person that's been here for a long time. They thought of a person that loves to sell. They thought of the person that hates to sell. They thought of the person that likes people, the person that hates people. They thought of everything, right? And those that like to travel, right? So there's all kinds of different ways to make money, but the one that I like the best is residual income. Why? Because what you start today, and when you pour your heart and soul into a person, and you guide them, and you walk with them, and you teach them, and you mentor them, and you love them with all your heart, and you show them how to do this business, guess what? You're gonna receive residual income for the rest of your life.
Yes.
There's nothing more powerful than residual income. I'm telling you. So imagine that you have 5 or 6 friends, 7 friends. We all have friends. If you were to look at your cell phone right now, I bet you the person that says they don't know anybody, they have at least 100 contacts on their phone. You don't want to know how many contacts I have in my phone, okay? But let me tell you, I know that the person that least has contacts here has 100 contacts on their phone. I could bet. I could go to any one of you guys and check your phone right now. So imagine that you have 6 friends that want to have either better health or want to make more money. Just 6, that's all we're talking about. And those 6 become part of be part of a club incentive program called Club 250, right? And the company pays them $30. $30 isn't a lot, but for you to have $30 in residual from maybe a bank, right? From a CD, how much do you need to have? You need to have 20 grand in a CD so you could get $30 every month. So it's a lot, right? If you get it every month forever, $30 is a lot. So just think, these 6 people, we're going to teach them, we're going to show them exactly how to do this business. 36 individuals will become part of the Club Incentive 250. The company's going to pay them $1,170 plus the 30, that's $1,200. Now, and this is something that a friend of ours here showed us the other day. If you buy a house of 100 grand and you rent it for $1,200, is that powerful? You're receiving $1,200 every single month. Is that powerful or what? You have a business that's worth $1,200, and if you think about the worthiness of it, you're thinking about 100 grand, right? But look at this, 36 individuals that want to learn exactly what you learn, because we have a guide to success, we have a whole educational system that teaches you exactly how to do this business, and then you have 216 people being part of the club incentive, 250, and the company pays them $4,978 plus the $1,200. You're talking about 6 grand. How many jobs out there can you get right now paying you 6 grand here in Florida? Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Not even some doctors, I know some doctors that work in clinics and they make $5,000. They don't make $6,000. They make $5,000 in a clinic, right? So just imagine making $6,000 just talking. Talking to people. That's it. And I promise they won't bite. 216 individuals, you got 1,296, club incentive 250, and the company pays 21,384 plus a 4,968 plus 1,170 plus a 30. I didn't really want to say that like that, but guess what? I want you to understand that it's residual every single month. Okay, every single month. And this is not an income claim, but let me tell you, it might not work exactly the way you see it up here. It might work differently, but guess what? The company pays infinity. They will pay infinity forever. Where can you get that? Where can you inherit a business to your kids, to your grandkids, to your great-grandkids? Nowhere. I bet you if you die right now where you're working, they're not going to inherit nothing to your kids. As a matter of fact, they might just cash out your 401k, say he lasted only this amount, and do the plus and the minus, and they give you what they owe you, and they'll send you some flowers, maybe, right? And this is the team I was talking to you about, International Networkers team. They're in over 100 countries. They created an educational system so that you could be able to do this professionally. They created a whole system where you have rallies, universities of success, central meetings like this, the guide to success, home meetings, mega meetings, all these different things. For what? Because we want to help you, because your success is our success. And if we could teach you how to do this professionally, then you're going to be successful. And if you're successful, then we're successful. And that's what we want for you. So it's time to take charge of your future. There's different ways that you can open your own franchise. You have a business developer. That's a lot of us that are here are business developers. If you like to sell, you know, there's people out there that they can sell ice to an Eskimo, right? Well, if you like that and it runs through your veins, guess what? There's a lot of money to be made as well. Distributors are salespeople. They sell the product. And you could do that. You could make a lot of money selling products, or you could simply consume the product, okay? You choose how you want to do it, but guess what? The only one that gives you the freedom to be able to receive that residual income is the developer. It's the only one that's going to give you the freedom. Because if you do distributing and you only focus on selling product, and not doing the business portion of it, then when you don't sell, guess what happens? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Exactly what you guys looked at me like. Nothing's going to happen. So you have to always continuously be working like if it was a traditional job and you're trying to get out of that system, right? So that's what you choose, the option that you prefer, and then there's 4 simple steps. You fill out an application, you acquire one of the business kits depending on your finances, and then you share this with everybody and anybody you know. They created a loyalty program, and that loyalty program that they created it to benefit the consumer, the distributor, and the business developer. So ask the person who invited you about the loyalty program so that you can take advantage of it. I'm going to bring up really, really quick so he can give his testimony. Come on over here. Felix. Se me fue el nombre. Hold on. Felix, I know that you've been in the business for a short amount of time, but I want you to say what we've done in the past and what brought you to come into For Life.
Okay. Well, my name is. My name is Felix Molina, and I got a background in personal training. I've been a trainer for about 10 years, and I'm also a professional musician. I travel a lot. I play for a band. I play the drums and all that. And every weekend I'm coming home at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, waking up early to try to run a personal training business as well. And I knew that there was something else that was out there for me to do. And I love playing basketball, and I end up meeting my friend now, Joel, which is inside the business. He's right there. And one thing I could say that it's been the best thing about this business is just the support, the continuous support of them helping me out and wanting to help me grow. And I knew that there was something more, because let's say, for instance, if I can't wake up tomorrow morning because I'm sick, or I can't make it to a show or something like that to play music, what else am I going to do? And this gave me a great opportunity to actually build something, to be excited about something, to get my mom excited about something because she's excited as well. So, but I just want to encourage you, like if this is your first time, when it was my first time, I came into a Spanish meeting and I could barely speak Spanish, but I was still excited. So I just want to say, like, clap it up for the English meeting that we have now. That's
Thank you. Okay, guys, so this is my part on it. You see how easy this is? All I have to do is tell you that there's an absolutely amazing opportunity out there that you could take advantage of, and then I'm done. Ciao!
Give it up for Millie Penatello, everybody! Millie, thank you. Wow, that was amazing. I've never seen, you have no idea how many times I've seen this presentation, and I've never seen it so well in 20 minutes. So that was amazing. You guys can remain seated. You guys can